Hey everyone, welcome to Micro Adventures. I'm your host Ellie. This is your micro model Josiah. And we are gonna do a full body class with the straps today. We are gonna start things off on one block spring, and we are going to begin in knee strap crunches, but we're just gonna focus on the lower body to start. So have a seat behind your rack platform, facing the front of the machine, and we'll go ahead and put those foot straps on like you're putting on a pair of pants. You're gonna slide them up just over your knees, and then go ahead and lower all the way down onto your back. So head, neck, and shoulders resting on the floor. Knees are gonna lift up to tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs together, and you want those straps just above the knees. Now, if you don't feel any tension in your straps, just go ahead and scoot a little bit away from your machine. From here, we're gonna lower our feet towards the machine, and then we're gonna pull the knees up and in towards the chest. Upper body stays down, Josiah. Upper body doesn't move, just the lower body. So we're tapping the feet down and then driving the knees in towards the chest. Perfect. So really focusing in on the lower part of the abdominals. I want you to check in with the lower back. So the lower back should not be moving. It's not arching or rounding away from the mat. You want to feel this really strong core engagement. So you're wrapping your abs in and around you. You're driving your navel down towards your spine. You're keeping the core really stable. And from there, you're just lowering the feet as far as you can without letting the lower back arch. And then you're pulling the knees in towards your chest, finding a scoop through the low belly. Good. You've got 10 seconds to go here. We're gonna bring our legs to tabletop and we're gonna keep them steady. And then we're just gonna focus on an upper body crunch. Hands behind the head in 4, in 3, 2, bring those knees to tabletop, hold, fingertips wide, elbows wide, curl head, neck, and shoulders off the mat, and then lower down. So legs are not gonna move. I want the knees stacked right over the hips, and then shins parallel to the sky. Squeeze the inner thighs together, just the upper body is lifting. Now, if you're feeling an insane amount of tension in the hip flexors, that means those muscles are working instead of your abs. Go ahead and set your feet down, keep going with the upper body crunch. Okay, so I want you to be able to turn off those hip flexors, squeeze your abs tightly, get the tension in the abs, and you can set the heels down for this entire upper body crunching set, or you can bring the legs back to tabletop once the hip flexors sort of settle down. Let's keep going here. In 4, we're gonna lift and hold. In 3, 2, lift the upper body up, hold, give me a little pulse, 10 seconds. Lift your chest a little bit higher. We are gonna put the upper and lower body moves together. We go knee strap crunches in 3, in 2, and 1. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Drive the knees in towards your chest. Now lower down through the upper body. Knees are gonna stop right over your hips. So pull the knees in towards your chest, and then knees stop right over the hip creases. So we're not gonna tap the feet down to the machine. We're just crunching everything in, and then knees rest over hips. Good, let's keep going just like this. This is gonna be our little finisher here for the knee strap crunch series. I'm gonna give y'all an option. Okay, so for these next moves, challengers, I want you to try to do these next 2 exercises on one black spring, which is what we're on. Okay, everybody else, one white is gonna be super hard too, okay? So, decide if you want that extra challenge today, or if you're like, nah, I'm feeling good, let's go to one white. In 5, hold your crunch. In 3, 2, lift it up, crunch, hold. Little pulses. 10 seconds, we are going giant wheelbarrow. So knees on your back platform, hands to the carriage. You're either on one white or one black. Throw your straps on top of the machine. In 3, 2, and 1. So take the straps off. Place your straps on top of your carriage, right? Just kind of stack them up. Challengers, you're on one black, or we're on one white. We're going giant wheelbarrow. Hands to carriage, knees to the back platform. Shoulders, hips, knees, one long line. Strong core, strong glutes. Start to slide the arms forward. Use your abs, pull it back in. So if you are on one black spring, the thing you're gonna have to watch out for is your traps engaging, right? And your shoulders creeping towards your ears. So extra challenge on that one black. And like I said, this is still super hard on one white spring. Go slow and controlled, focus in on your form, right? Wrapping your abs in and around you, squeeze your glutes, hips do not move. Great job here, Josiah.
Thank you.
And I suggest placing the straps on top of the carriage because then they're not dragging or catching anywhere underneath the machine. It's always a good move. We've got just 10 seconds to go here. We are going giant dancing bear. So hands stay up to the toes in 4, in 3, 2, giant dancing bear. Up on those toes, you're gonna find yourself in a plank from here. Bend the knees towards one shoulder as you slide the carriage in, lengthen back out. Other side. Awesome work. Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody who's on one white spring, we all need to get back onto one black spring after this exercise. You've got scrambled eggs right side next. So the foot strap on your right hand side of the carriage will go around your right foot. Right here, let's stay in this giant dancing bear, driving those knees in side to side, squeezing through your waistline. I know this one is tough. Take a deep breath, push down through the heels of your hands, lift the space between your shoulder blades. Abs super tight, keep going, turn on your legs, you got this. 15 seconds, spring change. We are all on one black spring, scrambled eggs right side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So take the foot strap on the right hand side, it's gonna go around your right foot, left knee on top of your back platform, and then your hands are gonna come a little bit wider than your carriage to the floor, and you might wanna kind of tent your fingertips up wide here. Awesome. So we're going scrambled eggs right side. This is a right oblique exercise. So you're gonna tap your right toes out to the right and then you're gonna slowly sweep the legs straight up behind you. So as best you can, hips and shoulders are squared to the floor. Both sides of the waistline stay really long and you're tapping your right toes down and out to the right. As you do so, do not let your weight shift into your left hip. So hug your outer left hip in. Do not let your waistline collapse on the left side. And the more you can keep your torso, the rest of your body perfectly still as the right leg is moving, the more you're gonna feel the work in the waistline. Now you will also feel this in your legs. You're gonna feel this in the upper body as well, right? Really a full body exercise. In 4, we're gonna hold the right leg to hover off of the mat. In 3, 2, take your right leg as far out to the right and hovering just off the floor. From here, lift it up an inch, back down an inch. Do not allow your left hip to jut out to the left. You've got 10 seconds. We're just gonna switch legs. We'll take this strap, it goes on top of the carriage, left side strap on the left foot. In 3, 2, and 1. So take this strap off, place it on top of the carriage, and then just switch out your cables. Foot strap for the left side goes onto the left foot.
Switch out your cables, huh?
Right knee on top of the back platform. And now we're in scrambled eggs on the left side. So it might take you another second or two to get there. Don't stress it. I'm going to give you a little extra time here. Square your hips and your shoulders to the floor below you. Lengthen out through the spine. Strong through the core. So you don't want anything else moving but your left leg. Now what makes this exercise really challenging is keeping everything steady as you tap your left toes, not just down to the floor, but away from your body out to the left, right? That should be where it feels the most challenging. Think about equal length in both sides of the waistline. So you're really trying not to scrunch up through either side of the waistline. Nice control, Josiah. Tempo is super slow. The slower you go, the more you feel your waistline really trying to stabilize you in this move. Let's go 10 seconds here. Quit trying to read my routine, Josiah. I see that. He's like always trying to figure out how much is left in class. No one wants to know. Left toes hover over the floor in 3. 2, take the left toes over to the left to hover hold. You're gonna pulse it up an inch, down an inch. Hug your outer right hip in. We're gonna go 2 black springs. We're going giant squat bicep curl. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the cable off the foot. Let the carriage close. We're gonna go 2 black springs. We'll come up to standing with the cables in hand. You're gonna give me a regular squat with a bicep curl. So plant the feet hip distance apart and parallel. From here, we're gonna sit down into a squat as we bicep curl the carriage in towards us. Right, pause at the bottom here. Seal down the outer edges of the feet, drive into your heels, squeeze your glutes, strong core. Drive through the heels, slowly lift up. take it down. So really sit your glutes down and back, little hinge forward from the hips, find your bicep curl. Drive through the heels, slowly lift up. Good, we're gonna start to layer in some ladder pulses. So this next time, as you lower down into your squat, you're gonna hold. You're gonna pulse it down an inch, up an inch, and then slowly come all the way up to standing. Okay, we're gonna ladder that pulse. So next time we come down into our squat, we're gonna go 2 pulses. Little down an inch, up an inch 1, down an inch, up an inch 2, and then lift up. Okay, and then next time you come down into the squat, it's 3 pulses. Right, these pulses are an opportunity to really actively squeeze your glutes and get those legs to fire a little deeper and a little bit quicker. Nice work. Shoulders soften away from the ears. Keep the elbows nice and low in front of you to keep this out of the shoulders and more into your biceps. If you're wanting more tension on the cables, you can step back away from the machine or you can choke up on your cables. Either will get you more resistance. If you're looking for a little less resistance, you can walk down to the foot straps, you can step closer to the back platform, right? So really adjust every exercise, right? You can fine tune the resistance, you can fine tune the level of challenge you find in every move. Good, so we're laddering in those pulses, probably working your way up to about 5 or 6 pulses at a time now, maybe a little bit more. We've got a single leg Romanian deadlift up next. It's gonna be right foot forward. We'll kickstand the left foot behind us. You have 8 seconds. Keep your cables, palms face in towards you. Let's go Romanian deadlift right side in 3, 2, and 1. So right foot forward, kickstand the left toes behind you, palms face in, pull the cables in towards your body, shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to hinge at the hips with a flat back and a strong core. The cables stay really close to your legs. Pause, drive into your right heel, squeeze your right glute, slowly come back up to standing. So keep going here. This is a hip hinging exercise. If you feel any tension in your lower back, ditch your cables and just focus on the form. Great job. So you're hinging at the hips. You really want to keep those cables close to you. Lats are engaged here. And then driving through the heels, squeezing the glutes on the way up. So option, if you want to add on to this, you can float the left leg back behind you as you find the hip hinge forward. Right, I'll add a little element of balance challenge, but check in, right? You want to feel this working your right glute as well as your hamstring, right? You're definitely going to get a stretch in your hamstrings in this exercise. Make sure your spine is staying really long, right? We're hinging at our hip creases, 0 rounding in the back, really strong through your core. And you're not going to see any pulses or any holds in this exercise. Right, we've got just 10 more seconds. We're gonna keep our cables. We're gonna take a big step back with our left foot. You've got a little long jump hold in 3, 2, keep your cables. Take a big step back with your left foot. From here, hinge forward at your hips. Bring your chest to fly over the thigh. We're just gonna press the cables back an inch, forward an inch, a little back an inch, forward an inch. Wrap your outer right glute back. You have 15 seconds left in this hold. We're gonna get into a leg press for our right leg. The cable in your left hand is going around your right foot. You're gonna come to this side of the machine and lay down. In 4, 3, 2, keep the cable in your left hand. You're gonna lie down on your left hand side, probably by number 4. Your legs are gonna face towards the back of the machine. Josiah, cable goes around your right foot for me. So still working that right leg. You wanna be lying down somewhere around number 4. And we're gonna get into a leg press and we're gonna ladder a straight leg lift. So once you're lying down on your left-hand side, facing towards your micro, cable on your right foot, you're gonna start with a 90-degree bend in your right knee. Heel is stacked under the knee. You're gonna push through the heel, slowly send the leg out to straight. From there, you're gonna give me a straight leg lift 1 time. So you're gonna lift the leg up, down, and then bend the knee, slowly back in. Good. This next time you send the leg out to straight, you're gonna give me 2 straight leg lifts. So make sure when you're bending the knee, you're finding a 90-degree bend in that leg. You might need to scoot a little closer to your machine or further away to get there. Awesome. Let's keep going with this leg press, and we're laddering that straight leg lift. So every time you send the leg out to straight, We're lifting and lowering and we're adding on. So we started with 1, 2, 3, 4, you got it. You're gonna keep adding on one every single time. So really focusing in on the outer side of the right glute. Check in that your right hip is stacked on top of your left. So maybe place your right hand on your right hip, roll your right hip forward, make sure your hips are perfectly stacked. We don't want to open our right hip towards the sky, otherwise you're working the hip flexor. We're really focused on working the outer side of your right glute. Laddering in that lift every time, so this should start to get more and more intense here. Great work here, Josiah. Stay focused, stay in the move. We've got just 30 seconds left. We are going to stand up. We're going to get into our single leg Romanian deadlift for the left side. 20 seconds. Keep laddering in those straight leg lifts. It should start to burn. Stick with it. If you need more resistance, scoot past your back platform. Less resistance, scoot closer to the front of the machine. You have 8 seconds to go. Stand up, grab both cables. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that cable off your foot, grab both cables in hand, and come to standing behind your back platform. This time we'll take the left foot forward, right toes kickstand behind you, palms face in, cables really close to your body. We'll start that hip hinge. So send the glutes back, you're hinging forward from the hips with a flat back. Drive into your left heel, squeeze left glute, slowly lift it up. So try out a couple of these. You wanna keep pressing the palms as close to your body as you can. And think about your arms reaching straight down and straight up in this hip hinge. Shoulders are away from the ears, lats are engaged, abs are engaged, and the focus is on the back line of your left leg. Okay, now once you have your form somewhat down here, if you'd like to layer in the lift, that float of your right leg, you can, right? Notice if that's adding an extra element of challenge for you, or notice if it's taking away from the exercise at all, right? Sometimes the float of the leg can be more challenging. Sometimes it can kind of take away from what you're feeling in the back line of your left leg. So just check in. Beautiful. Again, we don't want to feel any part of this exercise in the lower back. You really do want to focus on keeping the back flat, the core super engaged. And if you're newer to doing deadlifts, right, you can do this without any equipment. You can ditch the cables and just focus in on that hip hinge and focus in on your form and driving through the left heel and squeezing the left glute like crazy. No pulses, no holds here. We do have that long jump for 30 seconds up next. The left foot stays where it is. You're gonna keep those cables and take a big step back with your right foot. In 3, 2, and 1. Keep the cables. Big step back with the right foot. Hinge forward at the hips with a flat back. Shoulders away from the ears. You're just gonna press the arms back an inch, forward an inch, back an inch, forward an inch. Wrap your outer left glute back. Lift your right heel a little higher. Hinge forward from the hips a little bit more. All that energy down through your left heel. 10 seconds. We're gonna get into our leg press for the left leg. So you'll lie down on your right hand side, feet towards the back of the machine. Cable wraps around your left foot this time. In 3, 2, keep the cable in your right hand. It's gonna go around your left foot. The other cable can go just on top of your micro. And you're gonna lie down somewhere around number 3 or 4. So you're lying on the right side of your body facing into the machine. Your feet are kind of past your back platform. We'll get into that leg press with the left leg, and you're gonna ladder in a straight leg lift. So when your left knee is bent, it should be right in front of your left hip crease. Foot is flexed, heel beneath the knee. You're pushing the leg out to straight. And then we're just adding in one more leg lift each time you come there. Slow and controlled, keep it going here. Keep layering in those leg lifts. Good. Check in, maybe left hand on top of left hip, rolling it slightly forward. We do really want to focus in here on keeping the hips stacked. Your Right side waist is lifting away from the floor here. And your head and neck should be somewhat relaxed. So unclench your jaw, release the weight of your head into your hand or on your bicep, right? This is where we're gonna finish out our leg work today. So as you start laddering in those straight leg lifts, it should be getting more intense. If you need more resistance, scoot past your back platform a little bit more, a little less, we're scooting forward towards the front. Final 20 seconds left on this leg. We are gonna drop it down to one block spring. You've got chest opener on deck. I need you to stay present in your legs for the final 13 seconds here. Let's go 10 seconds. Keep kicking, keep laddering that lift, keep pulsing it up. Last 4, last 3, 2, 1. Take the strap off your foot. Let's go one block spring. We'll come to kneeling on your back platform or behind your back platform. So on your knees for me, Josiah. We're gonna get into a chest opener. So upright through the spine, shoulders away from the ears, lengthen fingertips to the floor. You're gonna press the palms back, find a little pause, resist the cables forward. So focus in, lots of length through the crown of the head. This one's really about posture. And you wanna think about slightly folding your shoulder blades in towards one another. Now, if you need more resistance, you can scoot back or choke up on the cables, right? Less resistance, you can walk down to the foot straps, you can bring your body forward. Take your eye gaze straight out towards the horizon, right? So eyes straight forward, that's gonna help you really get into the space between the shoulder blades. Good, in 4, take it back and hold. In 3, 2, take it back, hold. Little squeeze of the thumbs, in an inch, out an inch. Chin off the chest, eyes forward, puff out your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You're here for 4. Back to chest opener in 3, 2, and 1. 10 more seconds to go here, full range of motion. Let's go sexy, back hinge forward at the hips, keep your cables in 3, 2, and 1. So hinge forward at the hips, keep your cables. Row your elbows back, slide the shoulders away from your strong core. Send the arms all the way back to straight, flex and squeeze the triceps. Slowly resist the cables back in. How slow can you go? And right away, if you get to the first rep and it's not feeling challenging, scoot back a little bit or choke up on the cables. And then if one cable feels tighter than the other, choke up on the side that doesn't feel as tight, right? We want to make sure that we're finding even tension in both sides of the arms. And these cables aren't quite perfect, but something that can help is making sure that those little clips are even with one another. So if you look at the little red squares on the back of your carriage, they should look level. And make sure they're kind of in the same space. In 4, hold the arms straight. In 3, 2, hold the arms back straight, hold. Give me a little bend and stretch of the elbows, little bend and stretch of the elbows. 10 seconds. Have a seat on your glutes. We're going tailbone angel. Keep your cables in 3, 2, and 1. So have a seat on the floor behind the back platform, heels on top of your back platform, arms extended out in front of you, lift through the chest, hinge back from the hips, strong core. We're gonna fold those arms straight back. So squeeze the shoulder blades together again, and then resist the cables forward. Palms are facing in, broaden through the collarbones and the heart space, strong through the core. This is gonna be our second to last exercise here. If you're feeling any tension in the traps, arms a little bit lower. Focus on this squeeze between your shoulder blades. Awesome job. If you'd like to start adding in a little bit of a march of the feet, you can lift one leg and the other. If you want to float both legs, you can. If you want to extend both legs to straight, that is another option. We'll be done with class in 60 seconds. Awesome. Big squeeze. Second to last exercise to go here, guys. In 4, take the arms back and hold. In 3, 2, take the arms back and hold. Let's see if we can march out those feet or flutter kick those legs. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5. In 4, you're gonna meet me in a giant plank. In 3, 2, and 1. Ditch your cables. Let's come giant plank. Knees or toes to your back platform, hands to your carriage. This is your final exercise. And listen, I know you're in giant plank on one black spring. It is tough. Hold your plank. Strong core, squeeze your glutes, strong arms. Let's go. Final 30 seconds of your class. You can keep holding plank. You don't have to move at all. If you want to make this more challenging, you could layer in a pike, you could layer in a bear, you could tap your toes to the floor, or we hold. Your call. Deep breath in, full breath out. Final 14 seconds of your workout. Finish strong, finish how you want to feel. You guys, the marsh is like the happening spot. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, child's pose. I don't know if you hear the chorus of vehicles around us, but this is like apparently the pickup spot. All the cars come to like cruise down here. Let's.
Pickup spot?
The pickup spot. This is where people come pick up people in their cool cars.
So that means someone's got to walk out here to get picked up?
I don't know.
Are they coming back?
All right, friends. You are responsible for your cool down, for stretching things out. Let's bring it back together. Okay. Couple deep breaths. This part's important. Inhale, circle sweep, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Deep breath in all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome, awesome job. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked class today, and we hope that you're back in class again tomorrow or real soon. Bye.